Hey Taurus, Amber here from Symbols for Living and welcome to your June reading. I do apologise for not being able to get the May readings out to you guys back in May, but unfortunately Mercury retrograde took over my life and I had no technical advantage at all. In fact, I was at a real disadvantage and I couldn't get the videos uploaded to you guys, so I'm really sorry. But I hope you had a nice May, and I'll be making out to this month by producing my videos for you as early as I can. Sorry, got a cough, I think. But yeah, so this is your reading. This is going to be a work/career/life path reading. It's a general overview of the energies that's kind of your main focus for the month. Although I have specifically asked for work, I was getting love coming up a lot for you, Taurus. So, yeah, this could be pertaining to a love relationship, possibly. Especially with the Four of Wands here. Could be about family and those kind of things. But I'm going to interpret it as a work reading for now, and I'll probably be producing the love readings later on in the month. So we've got the focal point here, as I've said, as the Four of Wands. So you could be focused on reconnecting with someone possibly, or you could be focusing on how to bring in more stability into your life. I actually feel that looking at the whole reading, this could be pertaining to someone coming to the end of a long period of study. You may feel that you now have the accreditations you need to pursue a goal, to develop your career. And you could feel really happy about that. So you could feel like you've really made some sort of achievement. Or you could just feel very comfortable in your skin. You could be kind of more grounded in your values, and you could just be feeling very good about yourself because the Hierophant card represents Taurus. Then we've got the Nine of Hearts, so it's like you're very happy with yourself. It's like Taurus is very happy and this is about self-satisfaction. So if this is pertaining to a relationship, which it could be, as love was kind of coming up as I was meditating on the cards, it could be that you maybe recently kind of come out of a relationship and could be feeling very happy on your own and could be wanting to embark on new things now and find someone new that you can connect with. Because ultimately, even though you may have ended a relationship, you are still seeking that complete union with someone. You still do want to be with somebody. So you're still on the lookout, you're still dating maybe, especially with the Three of Cups here and the Two of Clubs. It's like you may be putting yourself out there. You could be hoping to put yourself out there, hoping to meet new people, hoping to mingle, make new friends, find new love interests. Yeah, and basically just enjoy the power of choice, essentially. We do have the Two of Clubs here. So it's all about having passionate new choices. So I think you could be feeling yourself quite a lot and feeling quite grounded, but still not really looking for, the Ten of Coins kind of relationship. You're not looking to kind of find any sort of truly deep. I think you're looking for someone to have fun with. And I think that's your view here actually. Now I take into account your hopes and fears. Because you're kind of hoping for variety. You're hoping for you're hoping to connect with others. But this is where there's three. If it was the Two of Cups, then I would safely say, especially with the Hierophant card, that you're really looking for something serious, and the Three of Wands. But this is something less, this is more light-hearted. It's, yeah, you're looking for the emotional connection, but you're not looking to settle down and to be with one person. I think you're still looking to explore. Maybe that's all that it is, that, especially here with the Three of Wands, you're kind of still putting yourself out there. So you're putting yourself out there, yeah, with the view to connect with someone, but again, you want it to be quite passionate. You're looking for the passion more than anything, I think, at this stage. So looking to have fun, and to explore your options. If this is pertaining to work, then I feel that a new job offer may have come in that's very new, and or you could be really wanting something new. You could be kind of stuck in an old job, trying your hardest to kind of plod away at it and trying to make the most of it. And, you know, it could be that you've really put in a lot of time and a lot of work into this role. And you may have made some really good friends through it. But you definitely feel, you could have been working on something for a long time and you may be just waiting for that break, waiting for things to pay off, because what you're doing, I think you really do like to do, you really do enjoy it, because you yourself find yourself subconsciously feeling very content with your work. So I feel like it's the work that you're doing or the career path that you're on is very much in line with your life path, and you're working very hard on completing the goals that you set yourself, and you're not going to give up. However, you are concerned that, or you may feel like you're really on the verge of actually finally breaking through. Because interestingly enough, you've got like a mirroring thing going on here, where you've got like the 2 9s and then the 2 aces. This is your final outcome. So, the final outcome looks like here you are going to be worried. It could be that you're still worried about this new opportunity. Maybe the new thing that you're doing or what you're putting your heart and soul into, what you're working really hard at being quite resilient about, isn't bringing in the money that you want right now. And you're just really hoping that you can think of a way maybe to make more money but still follow your dream, or want a new opportunity so you can try something new so you can make some more money. But I think you are thinking of ideas to make more money, and that's what you're thinking about, and that's your you're gonna like end the month thinking of ways to make and to create another revenue in another income revenue for yourself. You will also in the near future be facing a decision where you will maybe you have been working really hard on something that you really love, and you are on path, but you may recognize that there may have to be some compromises made. You may have to kind of accept the reality of the situation. So there's almost like a harsh truth kind of coming in here. And when I say harsh, like not like any sort of, there's not bad news per se, but there is a kind of harsh reality maybe that, yeah, okay, you are really comfortable, yes, you are on path and it feels like really good, but something's got to give. There's something else that needs to be considered here. There's some other truth to the situation, and I think the truth basically is that maybe you just need to, you need more money to continue doing what you want to do. The overall energy here is the 6 of diamonds for the clarifiers. So again, this talks about money. You could be just looking to like get out what you put in. You've put in your heart and soul here. You're working really hard. You're being honest and real to yourself. You're following your values. You're sticking to your guns. However, you may not have seen the money come in, and you just want basically to be compensated, I think, for all the work that you've put in. Compensated for your work ethic, even. Just that, the fact that you actually do work really hard, Taurus. But I definitely feel that you want, you're looking for some more money to come in. But the overall energy here is the 7 of Wands. It does say, stand your ground. If you believe in what you're doing, and it looks like you really do, you are being advised here that for this month you will be standing your ground, and it may be that you just really need to think about how you can turn this into making money for you. The Fool card here again, people might think you're being quite taking a risk, embarking on something new, especially with the Ace of Wands here, like you're taking a risk in some way. Or it's quite a risk that you're taking. Especially with the Knight of Swords here again, he's a very risky kind of guy. He's not afraid of taking risks. So it could be that you're just quite determined to continue doing what you're doing, and you're just showing no fear. You're not showing any fear, you're determined, again with the Nine of Wands here, with the Hierophant, you're standing your ground. And you're being brave, you're pursuing your goals with quite a lot of vigor. And I think maybe you could be the Nine of Swords isn't usually the most positive card, so you could be thinking about it too much. And with the Six of Diamonds I should say, it could be that you need to be more in a receptive state. You may need to be more of the Hierophant, because the Hierophant and the energy of Taurus is quite patient energy, and that's what you become a magnet to success. So it could be a bit of that there as well. You might need to look into your internal value system and how that supports your goals. Like, do you really feel you having to stand your ground here and really being convinced that you are deserving of this monetary compensation, and really putting yourself in a position of receiving, and like lining yourself up energetically with the kind of money that you'd like to receive. So it may be a case of having to kind of do some visualizations, putting all this kind of worry and thinking energy into visualizations or meditations about what it would look like for you to be in that financial position, and things like that. And you may even find solutions, you might even find some more ideas if you use that energy towards meditating rather than overthinking, just allowing yourself to watch the thoughts pass by and picking the ones that help you, changing the ones that don't, etc. And just reconnecting with yourself and making sure that you are on that vibration may be what you need, because the sixes are about vibrations and resonating. So there could be that could help. So in the near past here, we see you, again, this is what was making me think it might be studying. You might be studying for a long time, and now be ready to kind of put your, having studied for a long time, had no money coming in, just putting all of your blood, sweat and tears into study. You may now be ready to use all those skills, leave that in the past now. You studied really hard and now you want to kind of move forward with vigor. This is very much corresponding with the Knight of Swords. So we had the Knight of Swords come up here in the bottom of the deck. So it does, again, reiterate that now I think you've come to a point now where you need to pull out all the stops and really go for it. Use the intelligence that you've gathered, the information that you've gathered, or the conviction that you have on your dream, and really push forward bravely. Don't see obstacles, instead just see solutions, that kind of thing. Knowing that, that if you do think hard enough about it, or you do give enough mental energy to it, you will think of this new idea. But again, the Nine of Swords warns, don't overthink, because you could end up getting in your own way. So instead, use that energy to really visualize and make a plan. You see yourself as the magician, so you see yourself as quite empowered. So again, you could have just graduated, or you could feel like you have quite a lot of new skills, or you could feel like you know exactly what you want to do, you know the direction you want to go in, you're quite convinced, quite self-assured, and quite confident. Again, you are feeling very confident in yourself this month, Taurus. So, and especially with the 5 of spades here, it looks like you will be, you know, again, just cutting things off, being quite willing to be, you know, more of the dark side of the magician. Being willing to, you know, cut people off, knowing how to play the game to get what you want. You may be feeling, you could have a slight poverty consciousness as well with the 5 of Swords. You could feel like you need, like, that kind of survival instinct is kind of overriding things, and therefore the magician energy then start becoming a little bit manipulative, or really kind of playing the game. So you've really taken your, you may be taking your heart out of it a little bit and putting your mind way more into this, and not kind of following your heart, what makes you happy and all that kind of stuff. You might be thinking, okay, so what plan do I need to put in place to get this? You know, yes, I understand that it's going to mean I'm going to have to make some sacrifices, or some people are going to have to let go, but this is what I have to do. I'm taking control. It's that kind of thing. And then you put yourself out here. People see you as embarking on new things. People see you as, you know, the doors of destiny kind of being opened up to you. Like, you now have all these options, and you're now exploring those options, and you're kind of putting yourself out there. So people could see you selling yourself more. People could see you putting out applications for jobs. And just, again, just being very resilient and determined to get noticed. And to really, again, you're putting something out to get something back. That's the energy of this card as well. So you're waiting, like they say, for your ships to come in. You're waiting for that compensation, that reciprocation. You're waiting for that feedback. You're waiting to hear back. So you could have put, you could have made applications, possibly. This could be where you've made applications, you know, cleverly, bravely, maybe gone for jobs that you haven't gone for before, especially if you're just leaving uni or studying. You know, having to be very clever and quick thinking and answer questions in interviews, and having to be really, yeah, like, sharp. And now you're waiting to hear back, but you're not giving up. You're resilient. You are very resilient this month. Absolutely, it's coming through. Absolutely, 100% determined. And I think the warning card here, the advice as well, because this is often seen as the advice position as well, not just the outcome. So I think the advice is here, yeah, visualize your money, don't stress, if you can. It's easier said than done, but that's the advice. Yeah, and then we've just got you here, you know, wanting or hoping to have, I think, yeah, to have opportunities available to you. Yeah, you could be concerned, maybe, that, I mean, you could be working with friends here with the 6 of Cups as well. You could have some sort of connection, working with people that you really like. And you could just be hoping that you're able to have those connections. So, you know, with the 5 of Swords being here and having to cut things off, maybe there is a little bit of that happening where, you know, the 2 of Swords here as well, and the 3 of Swords, having to come to, like, some real truths. There could be some, you could have to be making a decision about friends, and that could be part of your dilemma this month. That you're worried about friendships and connections. And if this is to do with work, it's probably that you have connections that you don't want to have to make a choice about it. You don't want to have to choose them one over the other. As in, you don't want to have to choose work over your friends kind of thing, or it could be that kind of thing going on. Or you could just be hoping, you know, hoping that you do connect, you do find contentment, like maybe emotional contentment and real bonding in your new job, because that's what you are focused on here. The Four of Wands is kind of connectedness. So yeah. Maybe if it was a private reading we'd really get to the bottom of that, but it just looks like that's probably what it is. But let me know in the comments what you think it could be, but it's looking like that's the case, that you're worried about friendships and possibly having to make a choice about taking up a new offer, maybe leaving them behind, or you know, how can you bring them with you possibly on this new thing. But yeah, maybe there'll be some people that'll be cut out possibly this month, because that's your concern. And we do have you here being the Magician and the Five of Spades, which can be a fairly heartless, matter-of-fact kind of energy. So I'm going to do your love reading now, Taurus, for June. Okay, freedom. Yeah, may have just left the relationship. You could be looking for reconciliation though with the Four of Wands there. And also this concern about not being bonded to someone. So, you yourself are enjoying your youth, you know, or enjoying your freedom, I think. Maybe you're feeling quite young again. Your partner seems to be, or the person that you're dealing with, seems to be quite closed off emotionally. You see them as being quite focused on work, and they see you as a karmic connection. The overall energy is travel, so maybe in your love life this month you'll be quite focused on maybe going somewhere with your partner. Maybe that's what you'd like to do. Maybe that's what you're worried about. You want to connect, you want to travel maybe with your partner. Yeah, but ultimately it's about being free. You know, Spirit is saying enjoy your freedom. Free yourself. It could be that in your relationships you could find a lot of freedom. You could find, you know, that might be what this is about. You may want to connect with someone so you can have that break, you know, have a bit of a change from what you're doing all the time and all the stress and all the indecision, and maybe about how to move forward and work. You know, your relationship could be your freedom. Passion is your challenge. So it could be that actually you may need to connect with your partner more passionately. That could actually be give you quite a good sense of freedom. Could give you that, could be quite cathartic, you know, in a way, and help you transmute some of those kind of more passionate energies that you have going on this month, in terms of being determined and having a lot of thought going on, and determination. This could be a good break for you, I think. And the dating queen here is what brings you together. So it could be that the person that you're seeing at the moment you know, you're dating. Maybe you're just dating at the moment. And that's it. It's just a passionate thing. You could be seeing someone who's quite the dating queen. You know, especially if she or he, this could be a he, but let's just take it as it is. So if it's a, you know, you're interested in a woman, she may be very focused on work, and she may just be interested in dating and passion and keeping her freedom. Or you yourself may find yourself as like you just really want to be dating. Maybe you both are quite happy with this arrangement. You may find that you're happy with this arrangement, that you just kind of want, you're both very focused on work, obviously. And you may both really enjoy your freedom, and that's really what's needed right now. You need a certain amount of freedom, I think, in your relationships to allow you to focus maybe on work, and just have it be more of a passionate relationship maybe for now. However, your partner is taking things quite seriously over here. You seem to be, you know, you see them as well as taking things very seriously. And they see you as karmic. They see you as a lesson for them to learn. So for them, they're really going through a process. And you yourself, sorry, and they see, and they themselves are going through, you know, learning the Ice King energy. So they're learning maybe about in ways in which they do close themselves off. You know, you are learning, you know, hey, you're young, you're free, you know, have fun. And they're learning the Ice King, which is maybe they've closed themselves off a bit too much to having fun, to their heart space, you know, and then they feel that like you're kind of bringing in these major lessons for them and it's putting them in like deep thought. But ultimately between you two, it looks like passion is a challenge. So it could be that you're not spending time together, you know, it could be that you are not together and, you know, or there has been some sort of break or separation here. And the challenge is that you're still very much attracted to each other. And you yourself may feel very, very, you know, sensual and flirtatious. And you may want to have a passionate relationship. You may want your freedom and have a passionate relationship. You know, but this person maybe isn't as open to that because they've maybe got more serious things going on with them personally, that they can't maybe be that free or feel they can't be that free. They're just thinking about this maybe a bit too much, or just taking things very seriously and not kind of allowing that freedom energy to just flow. So they may need to kind of come out of their work energy and get more into their heart space maybe for you. So yeah, that's the reading. If you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like your own personal readings, look at your own personal circumstances, please do get in touch. My email address is symbolsforliving@gmail.com. All the information will be in the description box below. Also, please do like, share and subscribe the video if you enjoyed it and you feel someone else can benefit from it. And yeah, otherwise, I guess I will see you later on in June, where I'll be doing the how does he or she feel about me spreads for you guys, as you really enjoyed them. And yeah, otherwise, take care, and we'll speak to you then. Take care, bye. Hello, hey Gemini, Amber here from Symbols for Living. Welcome to your June general reading. When I say general, it means that it'll be focused more on work, career and life path themes for this month in June. I really do apologise for not being able to send out your May readings. In May, unfortunately, Mercury retrograde decided to take over the show and show me who's boss, and I pretty much had to comply, and it kind of slowed me down, or completely ground everything to a halt really. due to technical difficulties. So I apologise, but I'm back, and hopefully going forward there won't be any more hiccups, because I believe I found all the holes that Mercury was trying to bring to my attention. So yeah, so here I see you basically for this month. You're basically very empowered. You feel like you have got some great ideas. Maybe you've just thought of a new approach. But overall, your energy is the Ace of Rods, and you've got the King, the Queen of Rods as well. So this tells me that you're feeling very empowered, and very much in charge of your own destiny. I think you're feeling quite decisive. You know exactly what you want. You're pressing forward with a certain amount of vigor and conviction and confidence. I don't think I feel like, you feel like you've had a change in luck, and you're now kind of on your way. You had a change in luck in the sense that you may have much more opportunities now than you thought you had before. You have definitely completed a cycle and are beginning a new one here. And the only thing that might be getting in your way possibly could be yourself to an extent. I only mention that because of the Nine of Swords here, and then we've got the Ace of Spades and the King of Rods kind of in the crossing position. So it could be just saying, slow down a little bit, just a little bit, and don't overthink things too much. Don't think you have all the answers. Do allow, with the Chariot card here, do kind of do allow some flexibility, I guess. Do allow nature to kind of take its course in a sense, as in go with the flow a little bit, because the Wheel of Fortune does talk a lot about kind of there being, movement. So there's definitely movement forward for you this month, most definitely. But the Wheel of Fortune talks about the ups and the downs. So it's almost like you're being asked here with the King of Rods and the Ace of Spades being, crossing position. It's like you may need to go with the flow a bit more. Yes, okay, we know you've got great ideas, and at the end of the month we do see you again in a very empowered position in terms of your career. I think you are being asked to respect the more spiritual, I guess, changes, or the energies that are changing for you in the air. You have to kind of go with the flow a bit, because then you may have more luck coming in. There's a lot of abundance here with this change. So yeah, I think luck is on your side this month. Most definitely new beginnings are definitely on the horizon for you, and maybe even a new love. So I have asked about work and career, but we have got the Ace of Cups here. So definitely new beginnings, a lot of happiness, a lot of emotional fulfillment. I feel that if you have been going through a tough time, especially with the King of Swords here, although it's a Gemini reading, so this could just be you yourself having completed a certain karmic cycle or certain lesson or project or something has been completed that has left you with an open heart and brand new ideas. With the Moon card here, would say that, again, this kind of is more talking to the Nine of Swords, I think, energy. You've also got the Nine of Spades in your central position. So I think the Moon card is just saying that, again, you will need to go with the flow a little bit. You can't overthink this. You can't necessarily think your way through this. You will need to, I think, for this month, accept that one moment, my daughter's just come here.